Hello everyone, welcome to today's lesson, and the title is All Stars. Let's start with the warm-up questions. 1번. Did you have a long interview process for your current job? 현재 직장에서 면접 과정이 길었나요? For me, I'm a freelancer, and my let's say interviews are usually based on my experience. So what I mean by that is that a lot of other programs will look at what I've done and then they will hire me based on that. When I first started in the freelancing, news reading and radio industry, I had a quick interview, but I think it came down to, how well I presented myself, previous works with like YouTube and other media. So luckily I haven't had a very long interview process. The Pagoda one, when I worked at Pagoda, that was a pretty long process. That was like 3 meetings. 2번. Do you think job interviews are stressful? 면접이 스트레스를 받는다고 생각하세요? Yeah, of course. Having a job interview is very important to someone, to most people. And I think most people who attend the job interviews want the job, so they want to do their best. Therefore, it's very stressful. So I would say yes, most job interviews are quite stressful. Now, let's look at the vocabulary and repeat after me. 1번. Nepotism. 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 족벌주의. But unfortunately, that's not always the case. Nepotism and judgment based on irrelevant factors can cause all that effort to be wasted. So nepotism is unfairly favoring one's own friends or family. You can see it a lot in family-owned businesses. 2번. Executive. 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 임원. Executives at the company gave HR lists of people who were to be hired, no matter how poorly they performed during the interview process. So an executive is like a high-ranking officer or position in the company. 3번. Liability. 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 법적 책임. In a number of cases, HR tried to limit their own liability by writing notes, such as at the CEO's direction or aid for the vice president, next to the names of special candidates. So responsibility or exposure to risk. 4번. Aid. 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 주권. In a number of cases, HR tried to limit, that's also very similar to our example we just had before, but yes, in a number of cases, HR tried to limit their own liability by writing notes such as at the CEO's direction or aid for the vice president next to the names of special candidates. So an aide is sort of like an assistant. 5번. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. 고발하다. So the good news is that somebody blew the whistle and the corrupt executives have been charged with obstruction of business. So to blow the whistle is to report some illegal or unethical behavior. The people who do blow the whistle are called whistleblowers. 6번. Obstruction. 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 방해. The good news is that somebody blew the whistle and the corrupt executives have been charged with obstruction of business. So to obstruct or obstruction means prevention or blocking. So that was the preview section. Now let's move on to the review section.